Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to our deep dive today. In today's deep dive, we're going to be experimenting with dialogue and how it works. To do this, you will need to find your text, The Keeping Quilt. Now that you have the book, The Keeping Quilt, turn to page 6. On here, you will find the scene where Anna's mother tells her she will make a quilt. We will make a quilt to help us always remember home, Anna's mother said. It will be like having the family in the back home Russia dance around us at night. So think about what we just reread. What might have Anna said in response to her mother? Use the illustration to help you. Notice her facial expressions. I think Anna might have liked that idea, but maybe her response may have been, "How are we going to do that?" Now let's take a moment to find page 27 of the Keeping Quilt. The quilt was a pretend cape, and I was in the bullring, or sometimes a tent in the steaming Amazon jungle. As we reread this page, can you imagine what Patricia would say and how her mother might have responded? Find your reading response journal. Independently, think about or draft several lines of dialogue between Patricia and her mom. Great job. Now that you have created some dialogue between Patricia and her mom, you will peer review your dialogue to correct it for correct punctuation. If you're at home, you will do this independently. You will just edit your own dialogue. First, you will underline or circle one line of dialogue that you want your partner to check. Then you will exchange papers with your partner to reread the correct use of commas, quotation marks, and spaces. Once you're done correcting it, go ahead and go back to correct the mistakes. Great work. Here are my 3 lines. Charge, I screamed to the bull. The quilt was a pretend cape when I was in the bull ring, or sometimes a tent to the steaming Amazon jungle. Patricia, dinner is ready, called Mom. Can I play for 5 more minutes? I said. This would be an exchange of dialogue between Mom and Patricia. Notice that I added quotation marks, proper punctuation, correct use of commas, and good spaces. So, how did punctuation marks help your reading and performance for the class? Punctuation marks helps us understand clearly what words to say aloud and who said what. We know that when the speakers change, and it avoids confusion.